call it art, they will call it, this thing called art isn't really tangible. It's not something tangible that you can, something that you can see and touch. And so this art that you see us create, it's just that we are trying to create like something like a portal, something like another dimension of this liberty. So we experience pain, joy, and all these things, but we don't, our outlet is somehow beautiful, you can say that, because we use color to, like Peterose uses, he has a very tough medium to work with, but it's funny because we've worked with the medium he has for quite a while. When we were all in high school, we used to work with ballpoint, and this guy is crazy in ballpoint. His work is, I don't know. The thing about it is, until you get into this zone, until you get into that dimension, until you really get to experience what we experience, you will not see art.
And that's it, isn't it? But you see, whatever you're saying there, Jeff, it's the complexity now that comes with the understanding art. But because essentially, there's no artist. You guys have never come out and say, now, you see, this particular piece, I got it from A, B, C, D. Whatever I'm trying to say is this, this, and this. So now, do you like the story to the art? Then you can actually go in and buy this particular art.
You see, like for me, even when you talk about the issue of buying art, it's really not about buying art. Like I have these guys' work from when we started. Like this is years and years and years. So it's not really about buying art. I think there's that part of investing in art, and that's very economical. But then there's this part where we, as creators, as they call us, come together, and then we kind of like to see each other in other spaces. So I have Peterose in my house. I have his friends. I have so many people that I've collected over the years. So for me, it's not really the art that they do. It's his spirit. I have his spirit in my house, So if I look at his piece, I don't see that. I look at Peterose. So I look at him when he was starting out this practice, because this is like a, what can we call this? This is really not like church. Like you get bishop and then CG, what? No, there's never a hierarchy in art. What's there in art is your light. Your light keeps on.
Is that right? It's taking you places, isn't it?
Your light is the one that shines. It's really, the art is, it's kind of like your medium for your light.
Peterose, I'm going to come to you because listening to Jeff right there is essentially just describing you, because it is interacted with your art. It sort of gets your creative process. It's got a journey into it. So, Jeff, is that what we're saying? That for you to enjoy art, other than just the essence of looking at it, that you're going to understand the creative process for the artist, for it then to start making meaning to you?
Yeah, because you have to interact with the person. Why would you buy something and perhaps you don't have any...
I say no.
You don't... Perhaps, let me put it this way. You're going to buy a car. You know something about Subaru. You know something about Mazda. You know something about Range Rover. You know their speed. You know everything. So when you're going to buy it, you have somehow like an idea. So for somebody like Peterose, you have to come and interact with him. You just few interactions like, why do you do what you do?
I say that now.
Why do you do what you do? It's really not for him to give you an answer like that. I do what I do because I love. No.
He's deeper than
because he'll come with a different approach. Every artist has their own approach. I've actually interviewed him. That's the funny thing. So I know him. I know him like deeply. I know him.
Here's the thing. Let's make this interesting. When they look at the greatest artists of our time, look at Leonardo da Vinci, they'll say that he was struggling in everything that he was doing. He was struggling to create meaning out of his life. Peterose, what is your story? I want you to get me into your mind in this perspective. When you walked into this, and by the way, and maybe I should start from there, why have you not slept?
Work, really.
Work?
No,
that for you? But also, when you get that paint, do you take sense of time? Do you recognize where you are? Because I would like to think, I spoke to you yesterday, you were doing something, and you've told me that you haven't slept all the way up to now. That means that you were essentially deep right in it up to this morning.
Yes.
And you came right here.
Yeah.
So could you paint me, when you get that brush, when you get that paint, what is going through your mind?